My Lord, he loves me well, but when first he breathed his vow, I felt my bosom swell, for the words rang as a knell, and the voice seemed his who fell in the battle down the dell. And who is happy now? Is he happy now? But he spoke to reassure me. He kissed my pallid brow while a reverie came o'er me, and to the churchyard bore me, and I sighed to him before me, thinking him dead, allure me. Oh, I am happy now. I am happy now. And thus the words were spoken, and this the plighted vow. And though my faith be broken, though my heart be broken, here is a ring as a token. I am happy now. Would God could I awaken, for I dream I would not know how, and my soul is sorely shaken, lest an evil step be taken, lest the dead who is forsaken, may he not be happy now? May he not be happy now?
In the clanging and the clashing, how the danger ebbs and swells. Yet the ear, it distinctly knows, in the clanging and the thrashing, how the danger ebbs and swells in the swelling and the sinking, in the anger of the bells, 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 in the clanging and the clashing of the bells. Hear the tolling of the bells, iron bells. What a world of solemn thought their monody compels. In the silence of the night, how we shiver with affright to the melancholy menace of their tone. From every note that floats from the rust of their throats is nothing but a groan. And the people, the people, they that dwell within the steeple all alone, and then tolling, tolling, tolling in a muffled monotone, feel a glory also rolling on the human heart of stone. They are neither man nor woman. They are not brute nor human. They are ghouls.
It started growing, building. He wanted yellow, orange, red, more. All the time staring at me. Staring at me with those eyes of his, waiting to see how I would react, waiting to see if I would give up. There was something strange about him. I could sense it. I could feel it move to me. It was those eyes. His eyes.
As of someone gently rapping on my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Merely this, and nothing more. Distinctly I remember. It was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember cast its shadows on the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, and vainly I sought to borrow from my books some solace from my sorrow. Sorrow for the lost Lenore, that rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Nameless here, forevermore. And then the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So I said, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating at entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. That it is, and nothing more." Presently, my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, or "Madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is, I was napping, and so gently you came tapping, and so faintly you were rapping at my chamber door, that I was hardly sure I heard you." Here, I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming, dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token. And the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Lenore?
Much of madness, more of sin, and horror the soul of the blood. But see, amid the mimic crowd, a crawling shape intrude, a blood-red thing that rides from out the scenic solitude. It rides with mortal pangs. The minds become its food, and seraph saw that vermin fangs in human core imbued. Out of the lights! Out of the lights! And over its quivering form, the curtain of funeral ball comes down with the rush of a storm. While the angels, all ballad and wan, uprising, unwilling, affirm that the blaze, the tragedy, and its hero, the conqueror, and its hero, the conqueror, and its hero, the conqueror.
I died. And today I want to tell you what led me to the gallows and unburdened my soul. From infancy, I was noted for the tenderness of my heart and my love for animals. I had several varieties of pets. I married early and was happy to find a wife who had no objection at all to my love for animals. She went ahead and procured several more pets for me. We had birds, goldfish, a fine dog, rabbits, a small monkey, and a cat. The cat was a remarkably beautiful animal, large, entirely black, and sagacious to an astonishing degree. Speaking of her intelligence, my wife frequently alluded to the ancient popular notion of all black cats being witches in disguise. Although she was not serious at this point. And I mention the matter only because I happen to remember it just now. Pluto, my beautiful black cat, was my favorite pet. I couldn't resist her, neither could she. I spent most of my time playing with her and was never so happy as when caressing her. I alone fed her. Oh, she wouldn't eat otherwise. Then she followed me wherever I went about the house. It was even with difficulty that I could prevent her from following me through the streets. Our friendship lasted in this manner for several years, till the time, because of my demonic alcohol abuse, my character and temperament experienced a radical alteration for the worse. I grew day by day more moody, more irritable, and more regardless of the feelings of others. I soon started using intemperate language to my wife. At times I even offered her personal violence. Of course, my pets too suffered through my violence when by accident or by affection they came in my way. Oh, but not Pluto. Not my sweet little feline playmate. For Pluto, I had enough regards that restricted me from maltreating her. Oh, but my disease grew upon me.